Hey guys, so this is my first video in a long time, so bear with me. I'm a little nervous. I haven't done this in a while, but kind of fell off, so I want to get back on. I've had a lot of questions on mental health and mental illness in general, and that's what the topic is going to be about today. It's going to be about mental illness, so if you're interested and you want to know more about it, my story, mechanisms that can help with what you're going through, continue watching. Mental illness is not something that we all can see. It's not something that, in reality, people are aware of. I can sound confident and I can have major anxiety. I can go to school, I can show up to work, I can look and feel great, but deep down I have suicidal thoughts that no one knows about. I can feel good, I can dress nicely, I can dress appropriately, I can, put makeup on. Deep down, you don't feel great. You feel ugly, We can joke around, we can make conversations, we can laugh, we can enjoy our day, we can enjoy our time, but deep down, I have depression. And moral of the story, you cannot see mental illness. It's not something that we can see. How many celebrities, how many people do we know around us or in the public eye that have passed away, and they've always had a smile on their face. They've always put up this front that they're happy, and they've passed away from overdose, from depression, from things they were going through that we didn't even know, because they were constantly smiling and they were acting like if everything was okay. That is why mental illness is invisible. It's not something that can be seen, and many people think that you could see it, but in reality you can't. And that's just the truth. That's the reality of it. Second thing I want to cover is you don't get rid of your pain easily. If you feel pain, feel the pain. Let the pain feel you. Allow yourself to feel that pain. Once you feel it, once your body is comfortable with that pain, make it your friend. You allow it to teach you something. If you need to name it, you name it. If you need to name your anxiety, you need to name your depression, you need to name your bipolar disorder, your OCD disorder. Give that disorder a name. Make it your friend. Don't make it your enemy. Although it may seem like it is, at the end of the day, like I like to say, pain is a necessary inconvenience. Without it, we wouldn't be where we are today. Without it, I wouldn't be where I am today. We need pain. As cliche and as crazy as it sounds, without rain, the flowers don't grow. And to me, I think it's such a beautiful thing that pain exists. That's me personally speaking. I am amazed at the things pain can do to us people. It molds us into who we are, into who we want to be, into the reality of us as people. It's crazy what pain can do to you. It's crazy what pain can do to a person in general. Rather than the pain hurting you, it teaches us a lesson. It taught me a lesson. And I'm so happy that I went through the pain that I went through. I wouldn't want to wish any of it upon anyone, but I'm so glad that I went through it. Because I grew. I was molded by it. I was rained on, and I sprouted, and I just grew. Mentally and emotionally, I grew. Thank God to the pain that I was put through. The other thing I want to talk about is manifestation. The law of attraction. That is a very popular topic, but many people don't understand it. Manifestation doesn't happen like this. Manifestation is a process. The first step to manifestation is setting your intention. Once you set that intention, you let go of what could be, of what ifs, and all that, you let it go. And you let it come freely to you. Just set your intention, let the rest go, the rest will come. I promise you. Manifestation is real. You just need to know how to set your intention and let it go. Live freely, let it flow. Anyone that is not on your frequency level, remove them from your life, or they will remove you from your life. Frequency is another real thing that people don't seem to understand. I am a reflection of the people I hang around. I am bound to do drugs if I'm around a drug addict. That's the reality of it. If I surround myself with good people, with good intentions, I will be a good person myself. Because it's true what they say, you are a reflection of who you surround yourself with. I don't know what you're going through right now. I don't know what it is that made you feel so unworthy. But when I tell you that life has a purpose for you and everything will happen in divine manner, I can assure you that, and I need you to mark my words, that you are going through something right now, but it's for a reason. I know you've been told that before. I know it. You've heard it so many times and you're just so sick of hearing it. But I'm not going to be sick of repeating myself and letting you know that you're worth it, that you're beautiful. Guy or girl, you're worth it. This video is for both genders, for any gender for that matter. This is targeted for people with mental illness, with mental health, any disorder, anything. This is for you. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You matter. You're worth more than your darkness. Be content with the life you have right now. Be complacent with it. Don't let it ruin you. Like I said, be friends with your thoughts. I know your thoughts can become overwhelming, but when you let your thoughts become your friend, that's when everything will start to make more sense. Give it a name, like I said. It sounds crazy and it sounds funny, but when you give it a name and you become friends with your enemy, things will come to light and you will feel better. I promise you, you'll feel better. My love, you didn't come this far to only come this far. Set your intention. Set your goal. Once you reach that goal, set a bigger goal. Once you reach that mountain, reach a higher peak. Get a higher mountain. Keep on going. Keep on striving. Keep on reaching for success. Because we don't stop here. We're not going to stop now. Why would you? Why should you? You didn't come this far to come this far. You came this far to go further. Keep on going. Don't stop. Don't let other people's intentions, other people's opinions let you down. Don't seek for opinions. Don't seek for validation. Don't seek for any of that because that's not going to help you. You are the only one that has yourself. At the end of the day, we're all we got. At the end of the day, you're all you got. And I can assure you that. Not your friends, not your family, not anybody. You're all you got. And I learned that the hard way. Throughout the 19 years of living in this life, I realized that I cannot depend on anybody but myself. I was too codependent. I became too attached. I love too hard and I love too strong. And that is my problem. That is a blessing and a curse. But I don't know what it's more of. Again, pain is such a beautiful thing. Without the pain that I've gone through in my life, I wouldn't be here making this video right now. Without the pain that I've been through in my life, I wouldn't be an advocate for mental health. Without the pain that I went through in my life, I wouldn't have surpassed the mental illness that I suffered with 4 years ago, my freshman year and sophomore year of high school. Without the pain, without the struggles, without the obstacles, I would not be filming this video today. Because mentally and emotionally, probably even physically, I'd be dead. And I thank God that I'm here right now, trying to make a difference in other people's life. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're struggling with. I don't know what you've been through, but what I do know is that you're gonna get through this. You're not gonna get through it alone. I'm here. Other people around you are there even when you think they're not. When and if you're gone, those people are gonna miss you. And I promise you that. It may not seem that way, but it is that way. There's a saying that goes, when you build in silence, you will not be attacked. And I stand by that. That is my motto in life. Do everything in silence. Walk in silence. Make your money in silence. Your problems, keep it to yourself. Walk in silence. Continue in silence, because nobody's going to knock you down if you're silent and you keep everything. Nobody's going to knock you down. Let me ask you a question. Who do you want to be? Who are you truly destined to be? Look at yourself in the mirror and answer that question. I know you know the answer to it. And if you don't, keep on asking yourself every day the same question. Who do I want to be? Who am I destined to be? You will eventually find your answer, as I did mine. There are coping mechanisms for anxiety, for depression, for any mental illness. Something I like to do is journaling. I like to write all my feelings down, whether that's good, whether it's bad, negative, positive. I write everything down in that journal. And you know what else I do? I give that journal a name. I make it my friend. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, make everything your friend. Make your problems your friend. Make your enemies your friend. Make your thoughts and your mind your friend. Because when you make it your friend, you acknowledge it. You acknowledge the pain that you're going through. The first step of releasing your demons, the first step of releasing your pain is to acknowledge your pain. And that's where most people go wrong. Once you have accepted what you're going through, once you have accepted that you suffer from depression, once you have accepted that you have anxiety, once you have accepted that you have bipolar disorder, OCD, anything, once you have accepted that, you have already accomplished the first step. You have already released some of your pain just by acknowledging what you're going through, just by acknowledging who you are and what you're going through. You've already set one intention. Now keep going. That being done, half the battle is already over. Half the battle has already been fought and complete. Congratulations. That is your first step to recovery, and I'm so proud of you if you've done that today. And if you haven't, please do. Acknowledge your pain. Acknowledge your demons. Acknowledge your illness. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I suffered and still to this day suffer with anxiety and depression. Manic depression and severe anxiety. I am not ashamed to speak up. I am not ashamed of my mental illness. And I will not be for anyone, for that matter. Much like a mask, people tend to hide their mental illness very well. Don't ever treat a person like shit just because they're smiling or you don't know what they're going through. You never know what a person is going through. So don't ever come off as harsh. Don't come off as hasty. Greet the person. Ask the person if they're having a good day. Give them offerings. Don't bring that person down. Just because they're smiling doesn't mean they're doing okay. My behavior with anxiety and depression has led me to psychologists to come to the conclusion that I need therapy and antidepressants. I had, and to this day still have, every typical symptom that depression and anxiety comes with. Mood swings, bipolarness, hopelessness, restlessness, overeating, not eating, too much sleeping, no sleeping at all, etc. I was diagnosed with manic depression, severe anxiety, and mild bipolar disorder. But you know what? It's not what I've been through that defines me, that defines who I am. It's how I managed to get through it that really matters. I realized a very important factor in this life, and that is It takes going through shit to get through shit. And that's a fact. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. See it this way. You're a person, right? And you have indents all over your body. You have cracks all over your body. You have pain, you have hurt, you have doubt, you're full of grief, you're full of hopelessness. Within all those cracks, you have all those hidden feelings. But through those cracks, your light is shining through. Light needs to go in order to come out. You're gonna make it. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be next week, might not be next month. But you're gonna make it. If I made it, you're gonna make it. If you're watching this video right now, you are worthy, you are strong, you are independent, you are a warrior, and you got this. I went through my battles. I fought through my battles. Today, August 26, 2019, I am a mental health advocate, making moves, whether that be financially, emotionally, physically, making moves to where I want to be in life. I am financially stable. I work at UPS, receiving full benefits, and I'm just happy where I am right now. Your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. I love you guys so much. Whatever you guys need, I'll be here. And you won't fight alone. You don't have to fight alone. I'll be here. And you don't need 10, 20 people by your side. It only takes that one person to make a difference. And if I have to be that person, if I have to put myself on a high pedestal, if I have to be that one person that makes a difference in this fucking world, I will do it. I love you guys so much. Like I said, whatever you need, I'll be here. My Instagram will be down in the link below. And always remember, you're worth it. I promise you are. If you ever need any more acknowledgement, any more recognition, anything to remind you, look back at this video. If you need to hear it every night, listen to it every night. If you need advice from me one-on-one personally, message me. If I have to give you my number and we need to speak personally through the phone, I will do that gladly. You guys are amazing. Always remember that.